Good afternoon, this is Benjamin, and I will be your guide on walking through the process that you'll take within your editor to set up the events page on your website. First, we'll go into the lower portion of the left-hand menu, click on Content, and then go down to Events. And here is your events list. By the way, if you did have two locations, you would see a drop-down at the top in which you could set the events based on the location. When you get here, there will be no events here like this one. So go ahead and hit New Group Title, and we'll just call this Demo Days Owner. You'll want to set it either as your build URL or your live site, depending on where you're at in the process. Group description, something simple like that. Now we get into the events list. New event title. And let's say this was a past event. This happened back on the 26th, let's say. So let's say demo day and start date and time. So let's say this was on 11/26/2023. And then the time, it's supposed to start at 2 p.m. and end date and time. You can go ahead and copy and paste that, and we'll go with 5 p.m. on the 26th as well. And of course, down here, you would type in your event description. You can also add in pictures because these are the exact same tools that you have if you were editing the paragraph on one of your pages. And of course, if we want to make sure that all of this saves, we'll first click on Save Changes. Now that save has gone through, we'll click on the name of our business and run that Publish Changes. Once that publish has gone through, we can jump back over to our site, Events, and go to that page. So after our .com and our address bar up above in that URL, we'll type in /events list and hit enter on our keyboard. And you can see that we have upcoming events, and then we also have demo days. If we click into upcoming events and then click on this one, and you can see those details that are there. Now if we go back to events, let's jump into the other one just as an example. Demo days and demo day, and then of course all we have is the event description. Pretty easy. We'll jump back to our editor. The rest of this, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go through it anyway. You can click and drag to rearrange the events. So if you want a particular one to show up atop the other or vice versa, you can do that. Let's say that you're currently entering information about this event, and while you're entering information, you don't want it to show up on site. Well, you can go ahead and select the activate checkbox here. And when it unchecks and turns that gray color rather than the orange, then you can save and publish. And while that remains unchecked, it will not show up on the site. And that is the synopsis of events that you have. We'll jump back to our dashboard. This has been Benjamin with the editor. Thank you so much for your time.